This is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I'm going to be showing you how to cleanse a crystal with incense. And there are a lot of things, a lot of details that most people aren't even thinking about. So stay tuned and I'm going to tell you all about it. So I will tell you kind of the first step is picking your incense. Now, a lot of times people are just going to be like, oh, just grab any incense. It really depends on what you want to infuse your crystal with is going to determine what incense you use. Now, I picked passion because I wanted to put passion into the stone crystal that I picked. And so I will say this is kind of one of those fun things to do. If I was just going to do a general cleanse, I would probably do like a dragon's blood or something like that. This is a crystal that I chose, and what I'm going to do is think about putting passion into this crystal as I cleanse it. So I will tell you, I'm going to amplify this energy and really kind of I'm going to bring it to you close so you can really see. This incense is all over the bottom of it, and you can see the smoke kind of like rising up around it. And this is the fun part of it. This is the total fun part of it. Like amping up that energy. And where I'm going to put this in my space is really important too. It can't be just anywhere. I want to amplify the passion in my space. So this crystal is normally in my family sector of my office. And so I'm going to tap off that ash just a little bit and keep it going. And as I do, you're going to see this crystal just infused with that over and over and over again. Now I'm going to flip my crystal into some different areas. So I'm not just cleansing one part of it, I'm cleansing all of it. And that's the really cool part about this. And as I think about like cleansing this crystal, I want to think about what do I want to add passion to. So since this is in my family circle, I'm going to think about like the passion in my family. And I have a daughter, I have a son, I have a daughter-in-law, and I have a grandson. And so I'm going to be thinking about each of them in my family. And so I'm going to think about like, what do I want to infuse in each of the relationships that I have with them. So I'm going to pick my daughter first, and I will say, I love when we have great conversations, and I love when we get together and kind of get to a meal together and kind of that sort of passion and kind of the energy of that. I want to infuse this with the passion of my daughter and I talking and laughing and kind of getting just time to spend time together. Now, when I think about my son, I'm going to be thinking about like my son loves jokes and he loves to tell jokes. So I'm going to be thinking about like laughing with him, thinking about some amazing jokes to tell him. And listening to his jokes and kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, this kid is so funny. He loves telling me all kinds of jokes and all kinds of information in my jokes, so he loves doing that. Now, my daughter-in-law is like kind of like my daughter. We love to talk about all kinds of different things, and so this is kind of one of those that we can add some amazing energy in there and having us plenty of things to talk about, passionate things that we are passion driven for both of us, things that we both like, things that we want to do in our world, things that we want to create, and amping up this energy. And you're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, you're doing this forever. Yeah, you really do, because I really want to infuse this deep into this crystal. I don't want it just be a little bit in there. I want it to be all over. This is going to be the amazing part of it. Now, the last one I'm going to amp up in my family is my grandson. Now, he's only a few months old, but I will tell you, he has some amazing energy. And I just think of like him sitting in grandma's arms, that's me, and just enjoying the time together, kind of spending some time rocking him to sleep or feeding him a bottle, that sort of thing. So I want to amp up all of this energy all over the place, not just like a little bit. I want to infuse this crystal ball with some amazing passion energy for my family. So a lot of times people will just kind of do it for just a moment or two. I'm going to do it for the whole length of this incense and kind of keep this passion going and keeping it rising. That it's going to be amazing energy. Now that my incense is almost all gone, I will tell you, I can feel the amazing passion and the amazing energy in my crystal. And I will tell you, this is kind of the fun part about it, is allowing this energy to infuse into my stone and then placing that stone where it requires to be to amplify not only the passion with my family, but the passion connection that we have with each other. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.